problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Normal.
You're not normal. Cool, I'm still alive.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself.
Oh, he's back.
That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
He has returned to me. New content. Okay, it's new content now.
Oh, good. You notice my sign.
Yes.
I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Is it another skip button, sir? New content. I half expected to go that way, not gonna lie. Back in the elevator!
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow! The end is never the end again.
Isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Lots of number 2s. 427, I see what you did there.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra
Taste the
Deluxe.
sequel.
What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Picture of a little house. Photos of painting. Okay. Okay. D. Okay. Okay. Can I go in any of these? No. What does it say? Let me just. Oh, I cannot. Time to wake up. Haha, I see what you did there too. Ah, 2. They're back. 2 doors. Wait, what have they got at the back? They've got crows. Meeting at 2 p.m. Haha. Everything's 2 themed. What is that? Well, what does that say? I can't read it. Dang it! Narrate or something. Oh, I wish there was a zoom button. Give me a zoom button. SalBerry, Sal-to-berry. Win 1, win 2. Sequential. Mindshare. The color red. Okay. Every pause button is a Roman number 2. 1 + 1 is 2. - 1 is 1. The fuck is this? Concept art. Oh, I like it. Can you see it? It's a circle. Best concept art. Logo ideas. Stanley Parable 2. I like that one. I like the font in this one. I like the second one as well, because it looks like the 2 doors. And then they have awful font at the bottom. Thanks for attending my meeting. You're welcome. What's that? Misk. Stanley Parable 2. I like that one. I don't know what that one's about, but okay. 2 me's? No.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 2 arms, 2 legs. Who took the red marker? Me. But written in red. I like it. Picasso. Prequel to the Stanley Parable. They should have had number 2, just saying the end is never the end is never the end all the way around it. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arcade Asylum 2, City, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. You. Crab, the ultimate sequel. I like reading all the fucking bullshit that they put on the floors. Ultimate sequel, Crab. Just the 2 of us, we can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us. You are the sequel. 2 times New Roman. Are these type fonts? Valued investors, this way to the show floor. New features. Very fancy. Is that a bus? The content bus? What is that meant to be a signal of? One sad baby. One with a sad number. One sad baby for me. Wow, they put a lot of money into this budget.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game? That's new! You don't know me, you don't know who I am.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Is it just gonna say player?
Jim.
Yes.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now,
Can you
the
imagine
button
if,
only says
if
the
Jim
name
played this? He'd be like,
But
"Wah!"
of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience.
I am
of
now
this feature.
Jim.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take
He
a
would freak
breath,
out.
clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become
Jim,
a
forget you are
person
Jim,
named Jim.
and now be Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim.
Stop
and
saying
as
Jim.
watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply?
Jim!
Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Wow.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you!
That was you!
Describes you. Do it again, do it again.
Oh, God.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Okay,
Let's
the doors
take
have
a break
opened.
from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim. It's a big box. Okay, what else we got? What else we got?
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
There's something in there. A whole new office. Red is the new orange. The baby is all grown up. Is that on the...
That was the office the baby that
Is this in the game? This
yeah, the baby
noise?
that saved the world.
No, the
World peace baby.
bit fucking phone noise. Jump circle, infinite hole. Just the right amount. Okay, it's hit. That was horrible. It's coming from behind this wall. I thought it was actually my phone. I think I gotta go behind there and see. Please no screenshots of what? Office decorations? There's too many things here. Merch! I'll take some Stanley Parable merch. I cannot. Reassurance new feature, the reassurance bucket. The button that says the name of the player, the reassurance bucket, office decorations. Let's go see the office decorations.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on
Aha,
this one.
yes, plant.
I think that in the new
Aha,
version, the
more
office
plant.
could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get well someday. Happy 12th birthday. Someday, I like the someday one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
God damn
Happy
it.
12th birthday, step-niece it is.
You, why'd you even
Or
ask?
Actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Bully. Free, new, and easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. Get it here. I'll have an achievement. Pull the lever, receive your achievement. This looks like a scam.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yes.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right
Can't
now,
get
the
it.
achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley. But
Not
I
a
guarantee
wizard.
It will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
What's a step-niece? I don't know. A niece, that's not quite a niece. But it is in fact step-niece. A boo! Gamer a boost!
What else? What
The
other
jumping
exhibits haven't we
circle.
seen yet?
Jumps remaining, 0.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh,
Yes.
well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative
No!
piece then.
Give me more jumps! You game! I thought I was gonna get my jumps replenished. Just that one place where I can jump. Jump circle, this map. This map. Free achievement, the button that says my name, merch settings. World champions. Fuck. Interesting, interesting. Collectibles. Can you find them? Oh, it's a collectible game.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh my god, where's the floor gone? Do I just keep walking forward? Okay. I can't leave? I'm trapped in this collectible. Can't tell if I'm getting closer or not. I think I'm getting closer. Really slowly. I don't know what the fucking hellscape is, but I don't like it. What the f, bruh? Yay! Got him! That was ominous and horrible. I hate it. Thanks.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely.
Bro, play this
tragic.
game. It's a good game. This new one or like the original? Okay. Infinite hole. I'm gonna go and have a look at the infinite hole. It does sound quite rude. I don't know if I go down the infinite hole if I end the game, but I do want to look behind where that phone signal was coming from. That's new. What's up here? Settings for champion. Wow, let me in! Let's go try and do the settings. Is this where the noise was coming from? Beep, 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 beep.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Oh,
yes,
that's all this was?
Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. There's just this random back door that says epilogue. Wow. Okay, what haven't I seen? The reassurance bucket. We gotta go look at the bucket to reassure us. If the bucket has a hole in, I'm gonna be mad.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless
Where is the
despair in
bucket?
those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient
Can't pick
solution
up the
for
bucket.
me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Fine.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
Yes.
In fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Can I put it back down?
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable too.
Okay.
Made you more attractive as a person?
It's made me nice. Oh, okay. We've taken the bucket is now ours. Okay, unless it says we can't take it. My bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
No, they do
There
not.
really should be an award if it isn't already.
Okay, I think the only one is the infinite hole that we haven't been in. I think. Collectibles, yeah. Infinite hole time. Bless the bucket. Rim, surrounding area. Depth, infinite. Very good. Infinity, I see, yes. Very well designed. More hole. Space. Science? More. Just more. Just more. I see, yes. It just keeps going. Most convincing.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
The
This
holy
is, in
moly!
fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I see. Yes. Good idea. Let's go in the hole, I guess. Yeet!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Press G to return to the surface.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend
quite
you
well
use
lit.
the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why?
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Yay!
Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now.
Back
Did
in the
you really
hole!
need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other
I've seen all the
fascinating
other exhibits,
that
so...
I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again, so we can get back to what's really important about...
Oh!
Goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you.
I
truly
knew it.
did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
The
If
very
that worked
long
for you,
hole, yes.
Then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
Wow,
I'll
new
just be up
mug.
here when you're ready.
I live in the hole now. I am a mole and I live in this hole. That's it. This is the hole. This is us. This is our life forever. Me and my bucket in the... It's just a well. It's a glorified well, sir. What happens if you fall in
Oh,
again?
for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Normal.
You're not normal.
You could have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no.
I gotta pause. I will have to see.
No. You have a weird sort of...
I got...
Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel
Made
like
it.
you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean,
I did, actually.
admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
This is a game where you do like the same thing over and over again and you get different results, which is kind of fun. I gotta go back and...
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
I want to see if the hole's shorter again.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
It's shorter!
Oh, okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not
It's
infinite,
getting
but that
littler.
it's growing steadily less and less
Pretty
infinite.
much.
I suspect that I'm starting to hit
Wait,
the
do you do
point
all your speedruns
where it's
with the
no
steering
longer
wheel?
feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the
Oh.
hole's length. Here, let's try
Mostly.
something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Oh, I see
Oh,
how
there
it
it
is.
is. The shame of my lives come
Well,
to
let me
haunt
go back in the hole.
Not only how
Whee!
is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here
We
to
live in
do
the
and
hole
hit the
now. This
teleport
is the
button
hole.
when you're ready to move on.
I can't teleport. I have to teleport back out of it as well. No problem, Nico. G. Wait. G.
Is the, teleport button not working?
It's not working, sir.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
Wait, what?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Wow.
Take care, Stanley.
What
I hope you and the
frick?
hole have a wonderful rest of it.
Oh, it's just left. G. Let me out! God damn it. Did I walk in a game telling you not to jump people's desire for hole depth? Yes. I jumped in the hole. He said the hole was infinite. Why am I getting the creepy noises? It's legit the best expansion to anything I've ever played. I never played the originals, so I really wish I had. My hole is getting deeper. Yeah, I get to experience it now. So far, I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Did I die again? Is this death? This is death's sweet embrace, but really slow. Gee! Gee, I can't. At least I got my reassurance bucket. Change perspective? Oh! Wow! What the f is this? What is this game? Bam! I like this one. This one's ominous with the Dutch crop. Have you played Portal 2? I have. Oh my god, it's so good. Change your perception, change your perspective. Tremendous! What did you play today? Some sort of hole simulator? God, it makes it sound so much weirder without this music. I don't like this one. Change my reality? I can't just look straight up again. I want the other music back.
Now you're no longer using up the space of mine. My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine.
Is this an actual song?
My head's
Oh god, I can't with that song. What about Braid, the side-scrolling puzzle game? I have not played that. What happened to my nice, happy music? Braid is a good game. I shall write it down. Sounds like awful noise. I ain't got no happy music left! But is a good game. This is a good game. Good job, Buttbot. I want nice music before I change my reality. Jesus Christ, how many perceptions is there? I think this is as nice as it's gonna get. Oh, I hate reality. Oh, we got beige reality. Dinosaurs. Oh, I need to sneeze. It's stuck in my face. Puppies! This is the best reality. There is no finally nice ones. Back to BC with some nice beers. Nice. Oh, change myself? Space. I can't with this music. Stop. Weekend off, so time to hang 10. Nice.
my head strong.
I Oh.
Stanley? 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 Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into
I
dreamland.
didn't see all of
Oh,
myself.
Because
you're
this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
Played like
From
12
the
hour
looks of
this.
things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to all of them.
Okay.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Bye. We're gonna descend again into the. Here's once again. Oh. Left me for dead. Oh, wait. Wait.
Here we are. Go on.
Wait.
Try out some of the new features.
Was that an ending? Did I just freaking die? Mostly. Oh, it did. It's being changed to mostly infinite hole. Very good. So something has changed. You heard Jim in the game. The button that says Jim. It's being changed to that.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually
I pressed it
are.
once. Oh, son of a bitch. My button. What? I pressed it once and they took away the Jim button.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
There's
Ready
nothing
to
else
move on
here.
now?
The infinity circle was a lie? New mug. Wowee. No screenshots. Okay.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Uh-huh. Wow.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do
Can
a
I get in the
different
hole from here?
arrangement.
I'm in the hole.
Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better.
God damn, if I can
could
jump.
afford this. Here we go. Version 2.
Wow.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent
Goldie,
video game at all.
hi,
It's a
how you
lot of
doing?
gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I
am I
wanted
getting
more than
shined from?
anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Almost
With
like
respect,
what we're doing right now.
with care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Wait 1 second. I swear I've seen this screen on like those weird Google things. Where it's like it takes you to somewhere and then it's just like a bunch of chairs with a big old circle. Begin the game! Quit, just quit. Wait, can I actually change settings and stuff here? What happens if I just quit? The end. Oh
This
look, you have a
is the
skip.
story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley worked for a
The
company in a
balloons.
big building where he was employee number 427.
The balloons really
Employee
make it.
Number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to
I want to
push
see what's
them,
changed.
and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Okay.
And Stanley was happy.
Well, it's the same, apart from the balloons.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him
Balloons!
instructions, call a meeting, or even say
Balloons.
hi. Never in all his years
Balloons!
at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
There's my
Something
input
was very
screen.
clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid.
Absolutely no input.
Stanley found
I don't get
himself
stuck in
unable
button
to
heaven.
move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What time is it? I can't tell the time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Still can't
decided
turn off
to
the
go to
printer.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh look, this one's got a
No
lamp.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Spent the evening playing Switch Sports. Turns out I'm terrible at everything except bowling. Yeah. Oh, the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I gotta take my bucket. There's literally... Oh look, they have a whatever that's for. They've added like 5 things just to make it feel like it's a new game. Can't go in any of these doors. No. No. The person playing solitaire? They were totally playing solitaire. God damn it. No new content door? Nope. Excuse me.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Right!
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
So we're just going around in the same thing. It's
And
the same
here it
thing.
was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
Can I fill it full of
Yes,
drinks?
Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Do I still get the random thing?
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure.
There is more dialogue.
Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right. Then walking to the lounge. Then arriving at the lounge. What a
Wow.
thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Is this meant to be Stanley Parable 2 now? Is this what we're meant to be playing?
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home. Here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
I can't leave it here though. 93% cursed. It's quite cursed.
Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
I gotta leave.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge.
You know,
And they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
I have not ever been through that door. But I kind of want to see what happens if I go off rails.
No.
Said the bucket.
Go
No!
to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The
No.
cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Why does it have a weird accent, bruh?
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Is that what the bucket said?
Stanley
Did it?
did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Hit!
It should have
Ow!
been known, but Stanley feared that any path he walked
I missed!
might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket. his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms.
Die.
How deeply touching.
A little bit. So what happens if I don't take the bucket?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Brain.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley
Come on.
lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave
Just
of
a tiny bit.
comfort
Just go a
rushed
tiny little
over
bit
him.
splattered.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
It's okay.
But Stanley had felt the bucket
worry about
calling
it.
to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
Yeah.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind.
The bucket was wrong.
wrong. Stanley took the door on his left.
Okay,
to
I'm gonna go
back
through
to the
here. I've
meeting
not been
room.
through here
And
before.
so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Oh, look at all these choices in here. Beep. Bye, bitch. I didn't go through this before I went into the new content area.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
What is this?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much.
These are my
It's
friends.
this bucket you're carrying
Big
around
baby.
everywhere.
My
The
wife.
bucket isn't even from the
My
original
work.
Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes.
Can I
not
get in the
this
broom closet?
bucket that
Yay!
they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
Safe.
Don't you want another
safe
story
room.
involving the Adventure Line? We could
TM.
make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Is that a car? Was that a car that just moved? Totally is. But the brooms. Can I go back up? No. We gotta follow the adventure line, apparently.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Raw assets. Jesus Christ. Adventure! The only map. Oh my god. Can't read that. The map that sees all things that ever have been or ever will be. But in map form, the map was legendary. The old tales spoke about it. Yeah, you know the old tales. Yeah. Anyway, so the frog knew. Oh, just I gotta mute that song in my head. Anyway, the frog knew how knew it proper. Something the map to tell the secrets of the universe. If it brought the map back to civilization, it would truly achieve greatness. It knew its cold-blooded, slimy frog heart. The temple that held the map was close. What is this bullshit on the floor? That's some tiny-ass goddamn writing. How an indie game studio became world leaders in newsletter writing. I see the case. Ever dream this man? Every night all over the world, hundreds of people see this face in their dreams. If the man appears in your dreams, too, or if you have any information that can help identify him, please contact us. Somebody go to thisman.org. Thisman.org.
Now, this is what the Stanley Parable is
Oh
all
god,
about.
thank you, my
Don't
ears.
you remember all those great jokes from the original
See if
dialogue?
that's a
Also,
problem.
Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes.
Nighty,
It's as
nighty,
classic now as it
Joe.
was
Thanks so
back
much for
then.
being here.
Let's
Have a
do
good
it for
sleep.
the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're
Excuse
going
me.
to have to give something up.
The bucket. My name is Samuel Pepperman. If you have used me for entertainment, now is the time. Now it is time for me to use you for that same purpose. How did I read this tiny, tiny writing? Because I got really close to the screen. Like this close to the screen. I don't think I can read this one, though. This is the third time. Something bullshit. Is this a YouTube gamers were meant to be... Something... Video games were meant to be for everybody? Everyone? I don't know what the rest of it's about. Some such bullshit. I will not give up my bucket. My bucket is my friend now. Never. I don't know what that says. Graphs. That's very good. Oh look, it's J for Jim! Jim! And a person peeing. The sky and the cosmos are one. Is this a door? Is this a door? Is this a door? Why didn't you give me any choices for doors? Bruh. No choices. Only Adventure Line. I'm very glad that the Adventure Line doesn't have any music anymore, though. I had to stop and read the floor goodies. My adventure seems less adventure-y. And more sinister.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
No!
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh, I don't like this
I think
character.
it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore.
You
of
introduced the
Stanley
bucket to
Parable.
me, though.
Sure, it
Oh, I'm
also was
trapped.
not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
I feel like it's just a
Can
bully.
you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
Destroys
Sure,
my
you don't need me to
dreams.
spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Can I pop myself into the machine? I can't live without the bucket. Insert bucket to
Now
destroy.
listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
No!
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket.
Oh my God.
Destroying buckets is all it knows. That
is a
its
lot of
singular
machine
personality
for bucket.
trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to
The
really
bucket!
explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for
Not
after
my
this.
bucket!
Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure
Jesus
Line or
Christ.
the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans.
No!
Stanley, give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Oh, God, Jesus, get the crap on me. Hi, Coconut, how you doing?
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spell-binding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend.
Goodbye.
For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Magnificent, yes. And this ends the Bucket Destroyer. I'm good, thanks for asking. Hey, Sam, welcome in. Did I just end? Again. Telephone?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
My wife! I'm not gonna remember all them. I need pen and paper. Come on, Bucket.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as
Why
Stanley
is this not
embraced the bucket.
fenced off anymore? Very dynamic 770 headphones. Join the gang. I had these ones at home. These ones are Mark's set. They are not very comfy for my tiny little head case though. I'm used to the ones that you put in your ears now.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
However,
this was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket
mine broke.
calling
And then
to
I got
him,
some new ones
telling
and
him
they hurt.
that the employee lounge
So now I'm using
was simply
these,
the
which
place
are less
to
hurty.
be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
No.
Well, never mind.
Okay, incorrect.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
That's the meeting room there. Have a ball swayed overhead. A ball swede. So they're very comfy. I've just got a
Good
delicate
Stanley,
brain.
I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Okay. I'm gonna go put the bucket in the destroyer and see
You
what
your
happens.
friends and I are, don't you get it?
Fine. Take my
We need to
bucket.
get rid of the bucket. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Can I not?
Now listen to me.
I can't. I actually can't. I came all this way and I
I
can't
don't
put it
know
in.
what the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy.
I
your
can't put
bucket.
it in!
Destroying buckets were to really
Oh, let me begin that one again. I was trying to. Shit, what have I done?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
This is weird. Why did I get put here like this? I was trying to destroy Bucket just for the sake of Bucket. It's okay. I like getting pictures of tables. Oh yeah, look at him.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay. I will take the bucket to my boss. How about that?
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the
There's
bucket's
a lack of
warmth and comfort now
balloons.
more than ever. Perhaps his boss's
Aha!
office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You
What?
can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
It's like companion cube, only companion bucket.
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley,
Blue balls, blue
I
blues.
never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
Part of it-
But
part
even
of the
this is
thing.
worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
Jesus
That your
Christ.
relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
I don't know how.
Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich
No.
emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket.
Can I
as
actually
they
leave
have
the bucket here?
changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Heck you and your closet mama too.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
That scared
Now
me.
it's settled. No more
Property of
debate,
Stanley.
No more discussion. Take our hike, broom closet.
Yeah,
with all your
broom
meandering
closet.
Philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies
Stop
and their
it.
relationship to
Get
broom
some help.
closets in the natural order of things.
No more. This is my bucket.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
A bucket.
See? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Can I get another? Can I get a third sticker?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us a silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Jesus Christ. Is this game a bad trip? This game is a lot of fun. The third sticker is in the next DLC. Okay. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Do we go upstairs to the boss office or down? This game is endless. Whatever it is fantastic. We need more of it. It is tremendous. You want to see the toilet bucket? Oh! Collectible!
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember,
Yay!
no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
So we're actually meant to be playing the number 2. Stanley Parable 2. Fake Stanley Parable. It's the big yellow pages. The beige pages! I apologize. It's not the yellow pages, it's the beige page. Think this elevator works yet? Ding. I must say probably not. We found a Jim doll! Is it Joel? Wait, who's Jim? Okay, can we remember the code?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the
2845.
bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
It wasn't sheer luck. You told me before and I remembered.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Logical. Jim from the office. Oh, hooray!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This,
Ding.
you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Yeah, little mini
Stanley
stands.
What about Stanlerines?
Stanlerine.
Yes, I think I like
Stanlerines?
that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
I don't know about that, sir. Last time we went down, then we up, and then we down, and we up, and then we down, and then we up! And then we got into the celebration place, but what we didn't do, we do that 3 times
The
and then just
elevator
leave.
raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
The bucket is safe.
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Everything is awesome. I can't remember where this leads.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Wonder if we go in there with the mind control with the bucket, maybe the bucket will tell me what to do. Or we could just try and escape. I feel like escape sounds nice. Escape!
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
What? Surely not.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I can hear a
At
choo-choo
this
train.
point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Well, the bucket doesn't have feelings, just me. Oh. It does look ominous. Okay. Whee! Death. Oh? 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 The death was a lie. The death was not a lie. Oh,
As the
no.
machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket
I'm gonna get
inched closer
squooshed.
to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Okay, bye, I guess.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal
Everyone
jaws.
go against their
In a
bucket.
single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
Who's this girl? What? No. Stanley
It
Parable.
was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
The bucket. Welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were? Ignorance. Darkness. Oh my.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can
No.
you see the hubris that blinded him?
What in the fuck?
Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his
It's an
short
honorable
life?
bucket. Bye, bucket. Can I have the bucket back? Interesting. This is a very interesting piece of art. 25 buckets. Photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced a catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of euphoria from the exposure from many buckets. I feel like that might be more than 25 buckets. Just a few more. Maybe like 26. What is this? Oh god. Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains. Nobody can control a bucket. Way more than 25? Yeah, like I said, 26. Probably 26. A bucket with 2 handles? Madness. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and reckless experimentally. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. 2 handles, too much. A stress bucket, an analogy, worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance, vulnerability, size and strength of the bucket. Stress, the level of water in the bucket, coping strategy holes, rest, realization, doing something you enjoy. Presented without commentary. Alright. Yeah, too much to handle. Look, evolution of the bucket. cave drawing. While we know the bucket predates the existence of mankind, we do not know for how long, by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice these drawings, how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. Aha. Yes. Good job.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes a necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably for our own good. Hey! Oh, I can touch it. I was going to try and jump, but I could just float on air. This is fine.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Oh god. Oh god. Back to the death.
Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine.
No!
Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Buckets? And your vision for buckets? Am I gonna wake up as a bucket? I see.